successful hunt. No, don't do that, blowhide. Don't eat the blowhide. No, please tell me you're only hunting them to keep them. Don't hurt blowhide. No knobs, no knobs. Just let the guy be in peace. Cuddle the blowhide. Give the blowhide some cuddles. They really deserve it. Hey there. Welcome back to some trans meme reactions. I hope you all have been having a good holiday week so far, and happy holidays to all those who are still celebrating this time of the year. Y'all have been really showing up recently, and it's been a baffling experience. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you enjoy the memes. Oh, also working on our Ace memes video when this is posted. So I'm still trying to expand to other subreddits with IRL being next, and maybe sprinkling in some other ones that I have found. All right, now on to the video. Brooke, just wanted to say that your voice has been sounding really good lately. Oh, thanks. Yeah, HRT is really changing your voice a lot. HRT doesn't affect trans femme voices. Wait, for real?
Yeah, bro, I wish though.
Excuse me, what? This is what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's the meme of he's got the spirit, but he's a little confused. No, I wish estrogen helped like raise the pitch of a voice, but it doesn't do anything. That is testosterone. Testosterone deepens voices, but it would have been so nice if like estrogen did like a reversal with that, and unfortunately it doesn't. It just takes time and practice. Yeah, it's kind of funny just seeing how various people just don't understand what HRT does, but are very open to learning as well. That is something that I think is very important. So I'm glad that you, maybe I hope you got enjoyment out of that, Brooke. I really honestly do. That's fantastic. So heck yeah. Voice trading. Updating voice ping. Let's go. Yeah. I honestly, that's how I want to look at it. Like, listen, if I'm voice training to like have multiple voices that I can do for various things. Like, it's one of the things that like, that's what I want to do for D&D is I want to have multiple voices, have characters, have default voices that I can use for various characters and just like have a good time. Also, I want to screw with people. I think that'd be funny. Me personally though, but it's just, I don't know, like, I like my voice. I really like what I can do with my voice. I really appreciate what I can do with my voice. Even the messed up things. Well, yeah, it's so good. And I know a lot of you probably got hit with that gremlin voice being like, what the cat? Like I said, I want to f with people. I really want to mess with people. I can't wait to get on Valorant one day. And for some, usually a guy telling me to stop forcing my voice. So I can go, oh, you want me to stop forcing my voice? Sure thing, buddy. Here you go. This is what you wanted. This is what you're gonna get for the entire game. I hope you're okay with that. I'll be sure to be recording that so I can make a clip out of it. Yeah, I'm aware that I am a girl since trans girls are girls. I don't look feminine enough to consider myself as a girl. Hey, you don't have to look feminine to be a girl. You really honestly don't. There is no defined set way of what it is to be girly or to be a woman, as there's no defined set way to be a man or a boy. And however you identify is how you identify. Listen, I'm not here to be the girliest of women. I honestly am more fine-looking tomboyish and wearing more athleisure wear than I wear dresses and skirts. But that's just me personally. I do have some very feminine looking outfits. They all are very cozy and they fit my style. And that's what matters to me, is that I feel comfortable and I feel like I'm myself. It's funny because like whenever I started transitioning, the second most question asked by a few people asked me this question of like, Kat, how much is your wardrobe going to change? And I looked at them and I said, oh, not at all. Not at all. Listen, I have always wanted to wear the more feminine clothing and to look like the emo girl that I've always wanted to be. And here I am, now living that dream. So you don't have to look feminine to be a woman, and you don't have to look girly to be a woman either. You are a woman if you say you are. And that's what matters and that's what's important. Okay? All right, good talk. Have a good day, sweetie. The crippling realization that I hate how I sound. Me ignoring my voice and pretending I'm okay with it because it's easier. I feel this. I 100% feel this. And trust me, I feel this with the voice that I have. And I know how many people really enjoy my voice. But there are days where I also just hate how I sound. And I hate hearing my own voice. Fox Mom also gives a little bit of voice dysphoria. But that's why the voice training exists. And I know voice training is hard, it's difficult, it's rough. And if you can have somebody there who can help you through vocal training, that's amazing. That's great. If you don't, you can always just find time, whether that be on car rides, whenever you're driving, you can practice your voice feminization. When you're just sitting in your room by yourself, you have headphones and a microphone, you can listen to yourself talk. I know it can be a little disorienting and it can be a bad experience, but it can help out a lot. It can really help you with like learning where you have problems at. There are people who have great ways of being able to help with vocal training, whether it be Yuko or Fairy Princess Lucy or trans voice lessons or Icky, whoever it may be. There are a lot of people out there who have resources that can help you out that are free. So you have options. I understand that sometimes it might not always seem the best or is very difficult, and it honestly is. I've tried for so long and I haven't had too much success, but you have to keep at it. You can do it. I know that you can. You've done an amazing job up to this point. This is another thing that I know you can do. Transitioning since more than a year. Still no tits pain. Still feeling depressed. Questioning all your life choices and the reality of life. I feel that whenever I wasn't feeling any kind of pain around my chest after the first year and a half, I was really starting to question things. And it brought a lot of things into light for me. But the pain started months later. And there's two things I gotta say. First things first, trust in the process. Trust that the process will help you out, and trust in the process that you will figure out who you are. And secondly, if you figure out that transitioning is not right for you, or HRT, even just HRT is not right for you, that's okay. That is totally fine. You do not have to do HRT to be a woman. You do not need surgeries. You do not need to change your appearance. You are a woman if you say that you're a woman. Same thing for being a man. You do not have to take HRT. You do not have to do any surgeries. You are a man if you say you're a man. So, and before I always have to say this as well. And if you say you're non-binary, you are also valid. Whatever gender you say you are, whether it be agender, gender fluid, bigender, demigender, whatever your gender may be, you are that gender, and you do not have to do anything special to be that gender. If you find out that something isn't for you, that is fine. That makes you no less or no more of the gender that you were or that you want to be. You are you, and you are still learning things, and you're finding things out, and that's fine. That's beautiful. That's amazing. That is all part of the experience, and that is all part of the journey. You are doing fantastic, and you're doing amazing. Keep it up, sweetie, and you'll find out who is the best version of you and the happiest version of you. I can't be trans. I want to be a cis man, not a trans man. So obviously transitioning would just make me feel worse. I'll just be a girl. It's not uncommon to hate being a girl. It's just internalized misogyny. It's fixable. I cannot have been that stupid. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel this 100%. Like I truly feel like this is how a lot of people are when their eggs finally crack. But when it cracks, you do feel bad. You do feel guilty. You do feel remorse, and that's okay. Listen, you're learning from your mistakes, and you're learning, that was not good. Like, I don't know many people who don't cringe at their past. I know, like, sometimes we can look back and be like, oh, well, that was super obvious. Well, it's obvious to us now, but it wasn't obvious to us in the past. Like, we might have had other pressures making us feel like we were just wanting to be one thing and then another, and not having the option or knowing the option was available to us. So I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. Honestly, you can just laugh at it and be like, stupid Igni, but it's okay. It happens, and hopefully you're happy with who you are now. My egg has been cracked. I feel euphoric after presenting more feminine. I feel stupid for not realizing I was trans before. I feel stupid for not realizing I was trans before. I'm still trans and valid regardless of how long it took me to realize it. Yeah, true facts. Amazingly great perception on that. You are valid and you are always trans regardless of however long it took you. It did take me a while, and I know it takes some people longer, and that's a-okay. You are trans, and that is all that matters. And however long it took for you to come to that conclusion is how long it took for you to come to that conclusion. Yes, we have regrets of maybe not seeing it sooner, but it's okay. You are who you are, and it is beautiful that you have found out that is who you are. I'm proud of you for coming out and realizing that that's who you are. Good work. My deepest, darkest fantasy is that I collapse on the street and I am rushed to the hospital. They perform a bunch of tests and I find I am severely deficient in estrogen. Then I start taking the estrogen and I become the happiest, cleverest person alive because all my problems were caused by this one deficiency. Moreover, everyone gathers around to be tumultuously compassionate and discreetly admiring. All this time, you lack the estrogen, and yet you persevered. Also, the estrogen is available everywhere in pill form. You need not scale a mountain or wear a hair shirt in order to get it. Oh God, I wish. That would be so amazing, just being able to have it be available and just... But it really is just that as well. It's like you feel like there's such a weight and such a, like, it's hard that things are more difficult than they should be. And then when you start taking the hormone that works best for you, oh my God, the world just opens up and it's so amazing. And I can't even tell you how much of a difference it made in my life, how happier I feel, how much more clarity I have in my thoughts, how more put together I feel and that I am. And I feel better. I feel a lot of people within the trans community can relate to that. So yeah, it feels good. It feels amazing. I've had gender dysphoria my whole life. Maybe HRT would help me.
No, don't do that. You're just falling for SJW propaganda. Seek professional help before it's too late.
Hey, professional help, man. Please help me professionally. All right, take this HRT, lol. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. Like, we go to the professional. The professional goes, you currently have dysphoria about the gender that you are because it currently doesn't align with the way that you think that you should be perceived. Here's a medication for that. There you go. Now then, we'll keep an eye on you and see how you're doing and see how it affects you. And if it seems to be having a very positive impact on you, then we're just going to keep doing this because honestly, that's what helps you. That is what's making you feel better. If it doesn't work, then we can find other things that might help. But I feel like that is the thing that's going to help you. Yes. Professional opinion here. Yes. Very professional. I mean, no, like it takes, I don't know, it depends on like the person and like who you are, but like shout out to therapists who actually are supportive of trans people. I wish I could go back to the one that I have here in Massachusetts, but unfortunately, the health insurance doesn't cover it. Why does it have to be so expensive? Me thinking I'm safe in the closet. YouTube trying to out me by putting icky in my main account recommended. Uh-oh. No, I've been there though. I've been there. Okay, so whenever I first got onto TikTok, it knew I was a lesbian before I did. And yeah. I got recommended a lot of like queer content and like I sought some of it out. I really honestly did seek some of it out, but the amount that I got hit with after I just like found like a few people that I was very interested in, because like for the most part, like there were only a handful of people who I watched on TikTok on a regular basis. But yeah, it clocked me so fast. And it was so scary, and in a good way, scary in a good way. And But honestly, out of all the people who you could have gotten on your like recommended for your main, Icky's not a bad one. Icky's actually really good. I love her content. I fell in love with her content on TikTok and still watch her today. So good taste from your YouTube. But at the same time, scary. I wish you the best. Saw this true scum make a very angry post like,
you can't trade and collect gender identities like Pokemon cards.
And I think that's the quitter mindset. Anyone want to trade genders with me? I'll trade you a skirt with pockets and 3 cosmic horrors, but in a sexy way. If you give me 2 bloodstained Victorian goth and 6'5" intimidating lesbian. Yeah, that does sound like a quitter's mindset. I mean, come on, like who? Yeah, I'm sorry. Have you not heard of gender fluid people? Have you not heard of people who are like demi-genders? Like, come on, these like one day, I don't know. Like sometimes I feel this way. There's like, yes, I am girl today. I'm very girly girl today, and I feel amazing. And then there are other times where I'm just like, hi, I just exist. But like, I don't know. If somebody's like identity, if it's not harming others, then why do you care? Why is it such a problem? Are you just scared that others might be accepted for something that you were not accepted for? Is that what's really happening here? Are you just upset that you didn't get to experience the joy of being able to discover who you are without feeling judged? Because that's a terrible mindset to have. And that is a mindset that I've always wanted to try to stave away and keep away from my community. You all be yourself. If trading gender with others is a funny way of you to just like throw it back at society, go for it. I love that. That's amazing. Also, Screw gender norms. Be yourself. Be whoever makes you feel the most comfortable, and be the most comfortable person out there, because that's amazing. And that's what matters, isn't it? Love song.
Aww.
Love song. Sapphic. Unintelligible crying.
Ah.
Oh God, I really do feel this. After Estrogen, like whenever I would listen to like very even like just some love songs, like, oh yeah, this is kind of a nice song. And, you know, it's got a good bop. It's got some good feelings to it, and it's really good. And then after starting Estrogen, whenever I listen to like a love song, especially one that's very sapphic, I'm just like, ma'am, could you like chill a little bit? I don't need you describing various ways of doing the same act 6 different ways and I'm just a gay little fox on the internet. Please, just let me be. I don't feel like I have to say much, but just like, God, especially more recently, I've been the one that's really been hitting me a lot recently has been Vada, and also just some Madison beer and Girl in Red. And I'm just like, ladies, please, just could you just take a small little break so my heart could like. Me when I get gender envy from a song. Wait a minute, what's this song? Hold on. I've been having a lot of music recently that I've been listening to that has made me extremely gay, and shout out to Vana for making me feel gay every single day of my life. God, her music is so good. Okay, but what is this? Rule 34 in a birdcage? Well, I'm gonna go listen to that really quickly, and then you'll get my genuine reaction.
A few minutes later.
Oh, I see now. You know, when I first was listening to the music, that song, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, easily like trans mask, like, oh, you know, just like, oh, like gender envy from like the voice and everything, like this makes so much sense. And then the end kind of hit me. I see. Yeah, this is definitely like when I'm listening to Vana, and I'm just like, oh God, you could pick any of her songs in all honesty. I was not expecting to be called Good Girl in a song. That's all I gotta say.
Why?
I was so fine until the end. Come on. Me, when my friend tells someone about me being trans without asking me first. Just listen. Don't act like I hate this. I'm angry for you. I'm 100% angry for you. And I was angry for Chatter on Thanksgiving Day whenever they told me that like somebody, like one of their friends was going to out them to their family. And it was just like, that's not your friend. That is not your friend. Your friend would not out you to your family if they know that it's not safe for you. I also hate when people like try to out others who are queer. Like I hate the whole media being pissed off at a person coming out as like a lesbian or as a gay person because they knew that they were going to be outed, and so they took the control over that themselves. They shouldn't have had to done that. They should not have to come out if they don't want to. Sometimes that is not other people's business, and we have to leave it like that. It's one of the things, just like people need to just chill. And I understand like there might be excitement around your identity, but it could really put people in danger. It really honestly could. And I know there are times where I get excited because I see other trans people, but I don't want to say anything because I know that it could put them in harm, and it could put them into a bad, rough spot because you don't know their situation. Even if you're friends with the person, you might not fully know everything. But yeah, frick your friend. Frick everything about what they just did. I'm so sorry about that. It doesn't matter who they told. That sucks. Ig me. Straight girls, bi girls, and lesbians for some reason. Listen, my wife always jokes, Kat, whenever she was trying to find a partner, you know, I just need to find somebody who's bi for reasons. Kat, why do you need to find a bi girl? Why do you need to find somebody who's bisexual? Why do you need to find a bi person? Why is that, Kat?
Oh, for reasons, don't worry about it.
I feel like bi people in general are just way more accepting of people, and it makes it so much easier to feel comfortable as yourself, to be able to explore yourself and be able to identify. And this is obviously just me from experience more than anything else. It's anecdotal. I don't know if other people also feel that way. And not to also erase pan people, but like I feel like pan people are the same way. Pan, bi, polysexual, just like anybody who likes more than one gender. It's so much easier to feel more comfortable and safe around them than it is like other sexualities and than other identities. It's just. I really had to think. I really have to thank my wife for how much she just made me feel comfortable to be myself. And I'm sure there are plenty of lesbians out there and plenty of gay men as well who make people feel more comfortable to be themselves. Hell, I'm friends with a few people who are lesbians and who are gay men, and they are completely accepting and they make sure that those within the trans community feel comfortable being the gender that they are. So shout out to you all. You all are amazing. And again, I don't think I can say it enough, but you have no idea how much you mean to the trans community. No idea how much you do for doing the simplest thing.
Excuse me, miss. Oh, sorry, sir.
I hate this. I've had this so many times. Like, this has happened to me a few times, and it's so... it hurts every single time because, like, I remember, like, I was standing behind the customer service desk at the place that I used to work at, and I was talking to like one of the customer service people, and I had my back to the registers, and we were just chatting because like the person who's coming, they just saw me from behind. But as soon as I got to my side, they did this like,
"Have a good one, ladies." Oh, ma'am and sir.
And I was just like, you could have just stopped. You could have just stopped there. Like I feel this, and it sucks, and it's bad. That's why I just like, hi, excuse me, without like having to say any gender, because you don't have to worry about mistreating people. But at the same time, like, maybe just get a read off of somebody before you correct yourself. Yeah. I guess it's as flat as it's gonna get. I really don't get why you even bother wearing that binder. You have the biggest chest in the family. It isn't really hiding anything. Respectfully to your mom, fuck off. Who? No. Listen, if I understand, if you have a lot of booba, it can be really hard, and the binder doesn't seem like it's gonna help much, but every last little thing helps. And screw your mom for not being supportive and not giving you a compliment of like how handsome you are. Like it doesn't help, and it never like is good to like have somebody who's just like giving you a like backhanded compliment, like, oh yeah, you have the biggest chest that you're so dysphoric about. Oh, let me remind you. No, get out of here. I'm so sorry that you had to face that. I'm so sorry. Like, God, I've been there. A lot of people used to compliment me on how deep my voice used to be because I was a bass. I sang bass in choir, and I don't know, like I tried to like force myself to be able to go deeper and deeper and deeper with my voice. And now like I hate that I've done that. And it's not even just like, oh well, like I want to sound more feminine. No, I just hate that I felt pressured, and hate that I fell for the pressure, and that I wanted to appease others even though I wasn't happy. So yeah, your pain's felt. I'm so sorry that happened to you, and I truly hope that you can get the support from family that actually matters about you. Something that I don't know, like I've had this conversation a lot on Twitch, and I've had it here a couple times as well, but your family are the people who you pick to be a part of your family. It's the people who you know will support you for who you are, for the way that you are, and are not afraid to call you out on stuff, but in a way that is supportive. That's family. Family will always be there for you, no matter what. And then I think that's what is always key and always important. Relatives are those who you're related to by blood, like your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, all of those people. But it really just comes down to, who do you consider to be your family? Who supports you? And who do you find be worth keeping around? That's family. That is your real family. Hi. Taking a little emission right now just to say thank you for making it to this point. Yes, this video is a little longer than the other ones that I've made recently, but it means a lot to me that you've made it to this point. You all reaching this point has made making these videos a lot easier and keeps the motivation going on my end as well. I also want to thank those of you who have been supporting me on Patreon and on Twitch. Your subscriptions have been a huge help at this moment in making sure that I can stay afloat for a little bit while I am still in the middle of a job hunt. I've also been receiving notifications on Twitter, which I'm not on anymore. Please tag me on Blue Sky or Instagram. Oh, And I've been trying to use Tumblr more as well too. So it's been forever since I've used that app, but I'm on there as well. And DMs from some of you all with fan art that you've done. You all are so talented, and each of these have made me cry. I have an entire collection of them on my PC in a folder just labeled fan art, and it brightens my day every time I go and look at it. So thank you so much for your love and support, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the memes.
It seems you've been turned into a girl. That bastard magic man. Don't worry, we'll find a way to turn you back into a boy.
Thanks, guys, but I think I would rather stay a girl. Holy, I might actually be trans. Yeah, dreams like that can be very sobering, but at the same time, they can also just take little cracks at your shell and just trying to figure out who you are. And if a dream like that has cracked your egg and it has finally made you realize that you're trans, felt 100% those kinds of dreams are felt. It for sure is a lot to process, but I feel like it's a very sobering experience, and you'll get through it. You'll find out what gender is best for you, or what gender expression you would prefer. It took me a while. It took me so long. So I believe in you, and I believe that you can easily find out who you are. What can I get you, ladies? Did I hear her right? Yeah. Oh my god, that's such the best feeling. I recently had that when I went to a Panera. I had a lady who opened the door for for my wife and I, and she was like, "Come on in, ladies." And I was just like, "Oh my god, is this what it feels like to be gendered correctly? Because this is amazing." I wasn't even looking the most feminine that day. I was just wearing I was wearing an oversized sweater with some leggings, and also my hair was kind of just done a little bit differently, and it's honestly given me inspiration to like change how my hair looks. But also, oh my god, it's such a good feeling when somebody genders you correctly. You can't help but just be like, really? Are you talking to me? Me? Oh no, you can't be talking to me. That oh god. It just feels good. It feels great. It feels wonderful. And honestly, congrats to you. You! We made it. Yeah, oh my god, I feel this one. I wish I could go back into the past and just give her a hug and tell her that everything's going to be okay, and that we made it, and that the people who bullied us don't matter, and that we were free to be who we wanted to be this entire time. Oh god, I missed out on so much. She missed out on so much. She could have been happier, but in all honesty, I know why she did it. I understand why. She wanted to survive and she wanted to get through it. And that's why I could never fault people for staying in the closet. People stay hidden. They stay private, and they keep things to themselves because they're scared and they don't know how they'll be treated and how they'll be accepted. And I can't fault them because I did that too. It was so scary having those thoughts throughout the late 90s and the early 2000s, and just not knowing how I would come out, hating myself, fetishizing it, and thinking that that's all it was. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel good. And I hate that that's how I felt. I just hate it. I don't want others to feel that way. I want others to be told that they're going to make it and that they're going to be okay. Me in a video call with my older sister. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Oh my gosh, you look more and more like mom every single time I see you.
Of course. Honestly, oh my god, we had this conversation in my chat on Twitch. But in all honesty, like, I don't want to look like a supermodel. I just want to be a girl. I just want to look like a girl. And honestly, gender goals for me is to kind of look like my mom. I mean, like, already, if you took a picture of me now versus a picture of my mom when she was also in her early 30s and you put them side by side, it would just be that meme of
they're the same picture.
So yeah, it feels so good, especially whenever you're getting that. To me, that's a compliment. That is a huge compliment of like, hey, you look like our mom. Did you know that? I'm just gonna be like, hell yeah, I do. So that's amazing. As well, hell yeah, sister, let's go. It's lonely being the only woman on shift this morning. I need girl energy. What, should we dress as girls then? No, I just miss the girls. They don't know I'm transgender. I mean, oh my god, that is amazing, and that is absolutely wonderful for you, and I love that. Congrats. Honestly, it kind of reminds me whenever I went to the store that I worked at, like there'd be a couple days where it would just be all of us women running in the front, and I would just be like, one of them would be like, "Oh, thank Christ, it's just the girls today," and I'd be like,
just the girls. Let's go. Let's go. Morning cruise, just women.
And it felt great. It felt amazing. And reverse situation, same euphoria. 2 months. This is amazing. I'll wear this as much as possible. 2 years. Get this thing off of me. This is why I wear bralettes. They just slide on, and then whenever I am sick and tired of it, I just slide it off and it's done. It's easy. They're like very cozy. Especially the ones that I have, they're like very like stretchy, so they easily fit around, and I don't really have to worry about clasps. But whenever I have to wear one with clasps, oh my god, getting out of it is a freaking trap. It's like I'm trying to solve a puzzle. It's so bad. I hate it. But I get such euphoria from it too. It felt, Kayla. So felt, and I'm sure so many of us also feel that. Gender envy from people. Gender envy from cartoons. Hello? Have you seen some of the cartoon characters that are drawn? I mean, Jesus Christ, look at all these, like, Dexter's mom, Timmy Turner's mom, Danny Phantom's mom, Mrs. Incredible. Yes, I'm realizing this is a lot of mothers. However, not all of them. Raven, Sam, Kim Possible, Shigo, Lenore, Sypha, Striga, Nani, and Lola. Like, there are a bunch of others who I can list, even more in anime, and it's just like, God. It's such gender envy from all of these women. I do 100% agree with this. And again, that's not to name all of them. There's so many more out there, and like, trade offer. I receive nothing. It's free. You receive my dead name for you to claim as your own. One woman's treasure than another man's treasure. I mean, yeah, I've had this conversation before where somebody was going to take my dead name, and I was just like, oh, I'm kind of glad you didn't, because that would have been awkward. But at the same time, if it would have made you happy, that's all that really matters, and that's all I really care about. So pick whatever name fits you best. And if you have a friend who is transmasc or transfemme and they're looking at your dead name as a viable option for them, just know that's because it makes them feel better. They're not trying to hurt you, and they're not trying to make you uncomfortable. It's a name that they resonate with. Very much like you resonate with your current name.
All right, done. Sorry if it looks messy. I'm still learning to use this stuff. Oh, okay. I guess you don't mind. What? Did I forget something? Jeez, thanks. You shouldn't have. But don't do that thing with your mouth ever again, please.
I mean, yeah, kind of. It feels like that. Like, I don't know, like when you finally get the dysphoria to feel not as bad and you finally feel some euphoria, it feels weird. It feels strange, but at the end of the day, it feels really good. And I think that's what matters the most is, did you feel good whenever you did the thing? When you put on a dress or put on some makeup, or maybe it was just putting on a suit. How did you feel when you did that thing? Did you feel good? Was it amazing? Because that's what matters. If you feel good about the thing that you were doing, even if you're not good at it, if you feel good with the thing that you have done, that is what matters, and that is all that matters. And honestly, you'll get better at it the more you practice. So give yourself some time and you'll be really good at wearing that makeup, or wearing that dress, or wearing that suit, or even just putting on a swimsuit. The confidence comes over time, and it comes with experience and practice. You'll get there. We all get there. I've started to notice that the sub, and admittedly myself, are incredibly pessimistic and depressed whenever the future of trans rights is brought up. We can't just keep looking at the future like it's some horrendous beast that has no possible ways of going well. That's called giving up. Activism and promoting the truth makes a difference. Despite what people will tell you, we need to start thinking more positive about the future and be more adamant to defend ourselves. Yeah, I would be lying if I didn't say that I was a little pessimistic and was also participating in a little bit of doomerism whenever the election results happened. However, I think we all needed some time to grieve, and I think we all needed that time to just like air out our own pessimism and how sad we were. Yes, it was a lot, and a lot of us were definitely down. I took time away from the internet and just cried. I grieved, and I understand that yes, a lot of us needed to start doing activism, and we need to be out there telling the truth and getting the word out there. Some people might not be comfortable enough to do that, and that's okay too. Do what you can to support others, whether that be giving them like an ear to listen or a place to go to relax for a little bit so that way they can recharge and get back out there. That is what matters. I saw the comment that supports and healers are also important to the party just as much as tanks and DPSs. Without the support and without the healer, how can the tank and the DPS even survive? So do what you can as you can and do not feel pressured to partake within the activism and fighting. If it is much better for you to give people a place to recharge themselves, then please do that. I know that is something that I do here is I give people a place to recharge and to kind of relax while I also do my own activism on the side. I will always be shouting people out. I'll be trying to uplift voices as much as I can. Done it in the past and I will do it again as needed. So I have a platform and I will try to make sure that that platform is used to make sure that those who are not heard are heard and that they can speak and that they have a voice. At least I will try to. I know it can be kind of hard. And I've been thinking about some things that I could be better at because honestly, there are things I could be better at. So I'm not infallible. I have my own issues and I have my own problems and I'm working through them. But I think that's something that we can all relate to and we can all recognize. Do what you can as you can. And if you're feeling pessimistic, in all honesty, it might be best to take a step back and just take a deep breath and relax a little bit. Burnout is a thing. Don't get yourself burnt out. Take time for yourself. Be sure you give yourself some time and space. Okay? You know, actually, after reacting to all these things, I'm kind of thirsty. And I have the perfect drink. There it is. Booba. God, I love it so much. It's so delicious, so tasty. I do not like the tapioca pearls that come with it sometimes. However, I do really appreciate some mango popping pearls and oh, so good. Oh, I'm talking about boba. I'm so sorry. No, I like my boobas as well. Thanks to testosterone, I hunger faster, crave bigger portions, and run to the loo more often. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing with estrogen, except I'm not like hungering faster. My portions are about the same as what they were before I started estrogen. But God, the number of times I have to go to the bathroom because I have to pee because of all the amount of water that I have to drink for Spiro. Oh God, it's so much. But honestly, though, the fact that I am way happier with who I am and with the body that I'm in, that is what's important. That's what matters. And honestly, if testosterone is doing that for you, good, amazing. I love that. I love hearing that. And that's so good. Congrats to you, my guy. I hope that you can really beef up. And, you know, if you want to get muscles, go for muscles. If you just want to look like Hank Hill, go look like Hank Hill. Look however you want and be your happiest self. I'm not legally male. I'm illegally male. I pirated my gender online. Heck yeah, frickin' pirate your gender. Who sail the high seas, mighty, and just steal your gender? Yeah, let's go. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Screw gender. Steal somebody else's gender. Go out there and be like, your gender's mine now. And just take it. Run away. Don't, leave them with your gender if you don't want it anymore. I feel like that would be extremely better. Me, the second testosterone entered my bloodstream. Yeah, I mean, from a young age, I can definitely agree to this. You just inhale all the food that is in front of you. It is so, yeah, boy, eat all that food. And again, eat that food however you want to build your body, whether you want to be a Hank Hill or a Johnny Bravo or whatever it is that you want to look like. Or if you want to be, like some toned guy, go for it. I'm here for you. Be who you want to be, my dude, my guy. Me trying to determine which of these two people should get their own TV series in their style. Broke 2 Valley, Bubbleverse. I have a solution for this. Give all of the comic artists their own little animation studio. Give them all their own places to do cartoons. I would love to see Brooks and Bubbleverses and Azul Crescents and also Kayla's. They're all so good. Of course, if they're wanting them to have that is up to them. But oh my God, the artwork done by the trans community is so amazing. And there's more that I'm also missing out. I think that'd be great. Honestly, just more representation would be nice. It honestly would be. Ah, yes, the 3 genders, according to AI, are girls, anime, and guys. I mean, clearly we know what my gender is. It's anime. I mean, come on, look at me. You can't tell me it's not anime. Best gender if I had to say anything else. Remember to include the trans community in your holiday celebrations. After all, Christmas without the HRTs is just Sismas. Yeah, I feel like this is very fitting for Pacha. like he and his wife Chicho were super supportive of their kids and the family, and also like a little strict, yes, but they were extremely positive in their communities and made sure that other people had been taken care of. And I mean, that's like how Pasha gets introduced. Like he's going in to like make sure that the emperor doesn't like do some crazy stuff and actually helps the people of their village. But this is so real. You can't have Christmas without HRT. Otherwise, I mean, come on now. We gotta have some silly every once in a while. Get a hot emo girlfriend. No, become the hot emo girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, quite literally me. I became the hot emo girlfriend. My wife is quite literally the gonzo within the relationship, and I'm just the hot emo girlfriend. It's hilarious. It's funny, and I know she's gonna be like, true, but unfair. I'm like, I know it's true. I see how you dress, love, and it's facts. Anyways, hey there. You've reached the end. I know this has probably gone by pretty quickly, and it's okay. I should already be working on the next video by the time this one is up, which means more of my videos will be out soon. Thank you again for all your support and watching this video to the end. You have no idea how much it means to me and how much it truly helps out. So be sure you do all the little YouTube stuff of subscribing and leaving a comment and a like. And thank you again to all my patrons and my Twitch subscribers. All of you have helped to keep the lights running for me to stay where I am at this moment. Even you YouTube viewers. Every last bit helps and every last bit counts. So thank you so much, and I'll see you around the cafe. Me when my friend tells someone about me being trans without asking about blah, 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 blah. Fuck. I'm listening to this routine right now, so that reaction of just me going is so real. Hi, are you awake? Did I cause you to fall asleep at all during this video? It's okay if you did. It means a lot to me that you all find my voice soothing enough to fall asleep to. Also, the fact that you all are here at the secret little outro means a lot to me. Not many of you make it to this point, which means we can share a little moment together. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being around. And thank you for being present. You have no clue how much that means to people and how important you are to others. You have community who cares for you, and a community who wants to help you out just as much as you want to help them. Please be sure to take care of yourself and do what you can, even if it's just getting out of bed when the bed is too cozy. The small things count just as much. Now, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you around the cafe, sweetie.